Nebraska was number 1 at the beginning of the year and is number 1 at its end. That's what makes the 1995 season so unique. It wasn't a season for the Huskers to become champions. They already were champions. 95 was a season to stay at the top, to defend their title, and to continue Nebraska football's decade of dominance. The last day of August was one Nebraska fans had been waiting for since the start of the year. Stillwater, Oklahoma was the site as the Huskers kicked off the 1995 season against Oklahoma State on a Thursday night before a national television audience.
Been a long time to wait, but now it's time to bring the heat.
With just 8 returning starters from last year's national championship team, there were a lot of new faces on both sides of the ball. The offensive and defensive lines faced the biggest rebuilding challenges, where 7 of 9 players were starting their first game. But it didn't take long for the new starters to begin making a name for themselves. On Oklahoma State's second play, freshman linebacker Jay Foreman and junior safety Mike Minner provided the 1-2 punch to nail David Thompson on a 4-yard loss. Then on third down, Jared Tomich pushed the Cowboys back even further.
Tony Jones drops to throw under heavy pressure. He's sacked. They got him for a big-time loss. Jared Tomich all over him.
That first series I was pretty nervous. The butterflies were really going, to be thrown out there, in the thick of things. It was really exciting though, and then as the game progressed, I started settling down and everything started clicking really good and started having a lot of fun.
Offensively, the Huskers' rebuilt line proved early on that they could indeed clear the way for in-use talented backfield. A vintage 12-play, 72-yard drive on Nebraska's first possession resulted in in-use first touchdown of the season. Lawrence Phillips did the honors from 3 yards out as the O-line opened up a huge hole.
When we were going on that first drive and racking up the yards and blocking people and clearing holes for the backs, we were just having a great time out there, and we'd get back to the huddle with a lot of enthusiasm. We were just having a blast out there.
The Black Shirts continued their domination, holding OSU to just 1 yard of offense in the first quarter. And then, early in the second period, junior college transfer Terrell Farley showed that he was indeed a prime-time player.
It's intercepted by Nebraska. Terrell Farley's got the ball inside the 5. He's in there. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
I guess the quarterback didn't see me because it looked like he threw it dead into my arms, and just taking it to the end zone felt great, I felt like dancing, but I would have got the flag or something on me.
Following Terrell's interception, it was the offense's turn for a big play.
Phillips across the 30, 35, 40. He may go. He's inside the 45, the 30. He's going to go. Lawrence Phillips all the way home, 80 yards for the touchdown.
Meanwhile, OSU quarterback Tony Jones was having one very long night. The defense continued its relentless pressure as Charlie McBride's gang rang up 3 first-half sacks. In the season's first 30 minutes of football, the second-ranked Huskers showed the nation that they were indeed an explosive group. NU went into the locker room at halftime with a 36-7 lead. As the second half began, Air Nebraska took off. Tommy Frazier went up top to Reggie Ball for a 76-yard strike.
Reggie Ball's going to go all the way home. Touchdown, Reggie Ball.
The 66 players who made the trip to OSU all saw action. Scott Saltzman made the most of his playing time with a fourth-quarter sack, while the most anticipated debut was made by freshman Amon Green. The top running back recruit in the country in 1995, Green gained 18 yards on his first ever carry. Then the Omaha native exploded into the end zone for his first touchdown as a Husker.
I saw how close I was getting to the end zone. My eyes got real big. I don't know if y'all saw that, but my eyes was real big. And I don't care who was there in front of me. Nobody was going to stop me getting that end zone.
Nebraska's 64-21 win was the school's 22nd straight victory over Oklahoma State. It was a great beginning to the Huskers' title defense. Questions were already being answered, especially in the offensive line. With 4 starters gone from a year ago, including 3 to the NFL, the Big Red got out of the gate in a big way with more than 500 yards rushing.
I think we were able to erase some of the people's questions that they had about the offensive line. I know it's only one game that's under our belts yet, and we have a lot of games to go and a lot of things to prove, but I think that was certainly a starting point for us.
Usually small town kids don't come to play a big Division I school like this, so this is really like a dream come true for me, just to get out there and play for the Huskers, and it's just great.
I was on the field for the first time playing college football with Nebraska. And it's been a childhood dream, and I just couldn't believe it. I was out there.